Volleyball on ACC. Here's Babcock's first swing. Now Lee to Dupre. Vasquez Gomez there, had it rejected. Now Babcock trying again, and that one gets sent into the rafters for the first point of the match. So last year, as a freshman, Olivia Babcock.
Smart level. She's really placing the ball well, but I think Pitt's going to come in with that gameplay to really throw them off, make her handle a lot of balls, but right now they just got to find one quick side out.
So Klicka will give the out-of-system set, and Olivia Babcock already. Pitt up by 9 points after that kill from Ryla Jones, the freshman middle blocker for the squad. Nice by Dupre in the back row. Abby Tatter up front. Now they're going to give it to the outside. Stafford swinging. Did it go far? Was there a touch? Yes, there was. Got her first one in this match. 43 total on this season. Hey, +1.
Yep, I mean, just a really strong serve on the passer line. It's a really difficult serve to pass.
And as a you know, you can see there that the libero's having a little bit of trouble with it. If you're in the libero position right now, how do you make the adjustment?
As soon as it's coming off her hand, because it's coming fast, and you've just got to aim to get that ball up and high in the air.
3 service aces so far. Up front, Jones with the rejection.
Saw her wait last minute to commit and take that angle from Tatter's swing. Really power through. They know that this is a good team, but they've got to power through and keep hitting that ball.
There's Bowie. That's kicked in the air by Klicka. Vasquez Gomez, that long set up front, a joust at the net. And now Pitt's going to reset here. Stafford tools that one way far over to the opposite side off the block.
They're still in it. You know, as a team, you can easily fall apart and accept that this first set is over, but they're trying things. They're still running plays. They're coming into every huddle. Wells has on this team, and for her to be a first year and come in with those big arms and be able to swing like that against the #1 team in the country, that's what you want to see from her.
We see some back row attacks there. Up front, Tatter said no. Abby Tatter, he makes her presence felt on the front lines.
Yeah, just really nice.
Pitt still with a big lead, but Virginia up front. Tatter, it's like taking candy from a baby.
Too, because you see the way she swiped her hand, she knew she was already down on the floor. Just went right back to
a 14-point deficit for Virginia. Here's the set to Vasquez Gomez, tooling that one. Wells might need if something's not going right.
Right, she's been utilized as a front row setter, so they've been running a 5-2 with the last couple of years, and especially as a freshman, being able to run this offense and connect with these players at such a young age. She's really done a great job making herself known.
That's an incredible milestone, and Virginia now trails by a lot. Pitt set point. That one kicked in the air, the set by Fairbanks, and that one slammed home. One of the top setters in the ACC, second in assists per set so far this season. Set 2 underway now here in Charlottesville, Virginia. We're in Memorial Gymnasium. Lauren Bowie swinging. Fairbanks on the back set. Babcock up front. Yes, ma'am. Fairbanks with a 5-point lead. 21 aces for her coming into the night. Bowie swinging. Now Vasquez Gomez on the other side. Klicka to Fairbanks to Babcock. You bet.
Not about the power all the time. It's just the smart place.
In this match, what do you think that Virginia can do to slow them down as an ace comes in? Here's Elena Dupre, who has 16 aces on the season. Vasquez Gomez, 8-ball corner pocket shot and drops it in.
Tempo to beat the block. You can see not even both blockers are up. They are getting from the #1 team in that country.
And the #1 team in the country has been really showing up right now, as they've been able to deter a lot of the shots that Virginia has been trying to take. Dean up front Babcock. So sometimes you try to tool it off the block.
Brought the energy and motivation that Virginia needed at the end of that set. And Bowie's always been that type of player. You've seen her growth from last year to this year.
If you're a great server, you also have a lot of service errors. Her service errors are half as many as her aces. Up front, Kelly just trying to tap it where no one is. Booth now tipping it over the block. Fairbanks kicks it up for Babcock. Who else? Babcock with a pretty good game already. Tatter up front. She's having a pretty good game as well.
Motion of pressing over the net and really stopping to block that ball. So it's definitely a weaker block that you are able to make a change with.
Nice hit up in the air by Johnson, and Virginia got it over, unfortunately.
To Pitt, which, yes, you're right, they can't do that right now. But they're aggressive errors. Yes, that last serve is in the net, but they're aggressive errors. You can't be afraid to not hit the ball. And I think we're seeing a lot of that from Virginia. Volleyball, they have to clean up because they're playing the #1 team in the country. So they've got to find a way to really simplify that play.
Fairbanks.
Virginia on a roll, and she's really handling it well by placing these kills in these balls.
On the overpass, here is a free ball for Pitt. That one kicked in the air by Dode. Now Dupre with a chance to swing to the back row. Clica taps that one up. Stafford. And one sent backwards again. Babcock pulls it off of the block. So that's math. There we go.
We don't do math.
No. Dode to the middle. That one sent down by Lily Gervais.
Culture that they work on every day in practice. Wells is big on 1% better. Every day, you're getting 1% better. Compete with this fast offense on their side of the match, on their side of the net, where they need to stick to the tempo they run. They can't force it. And I think right now there's a little bit of force, which is why there's the misconnect.
To learn from. Then and Ashley Lee, who was a senior setter, obviously, you don't have any more of that COVID year eligibility.
Right. I mean, what a mentor you have. And it's funny you talk about that because I was mentioning that today to Ashley, and she was talking about this mentoring the game and continuing to spread the passion and the growth, especially in this program when you have a bunch of freshmen and first years coming in. They have to grow at a fast rate.
So a nice kick up in the air there by Kate Johnson to keep this one alive for Virginia. Babcock swinging. Dode to Dupre. Babcock! She almost jumped out of the gym.
Last minute, watch how she reads Dupre. Closes last minute. I mean, just a gorgeous.
In the match, Stafford on the other side. Leading for Pitt. Here's Vasquez Gomez in the middle. Gervais.
Obviously, a higher number of attempts. They've been out of system a lot, but they're utilizing and digging themselves.
She's only at 3, but with 1,000 career kills now and 1,000 career digs, she's going to become the 8th member in Pittsburgh volleyball history to have reached that mark. Babcock swinging too hard. National Freshman of the Year was the Pitt program's first. Zoe Doe getting that one over, and it drops in. The lefty southpaw.
In front of that passer, and it's very difficult to get a pass up.
Fairbanks to the front. Bree Kelly going against Gervais there. Swinging in successfully. The side out.
Right, and you're going to have these fun, big plays when you play.
At pace, and now here's Vasquez Gomez with the service. Dode to the middle. Gervais kicked up by Fairbanks. Clica will set it up. Babcock. It's a swish.
They can't run a faster offense, but they have to be faster on defense. And Gervais has done a great job of that.
Nice save there by Kate Johnson. Up front, Bree Kelly.
Yeah, that was a great hustle play from Johnson.
able to get it right back
runs.
out.
It's the serving runs. They have to find a way to stop them. And you know they're still in this match. They're down by 7, but they can easily get on a run. But they have to find a way to stop Pitt's serving.
One thing Coach Fisher did last year is he played Stafford at every single position on the floor. He was very unafraid to do so. An ace! On the season, she's swinging in at a .369 percentage. So let's see if they go to her at all here. Dode immediately will go to her. And she'll immediately have an impact.
Exactly. That's just an immediate impact. That is something.
Who stuck around for her graduate year. She's one of the final players on this roster that was able to take that COVID year. And she usually subs in for Klicka, their libero. Now here's Fairbanks with a quick set over to the middle. Other side, Bowie. Was there a touch? Yes. To sophomore, appeared in all 28 of Virginia's matches last year. Hasn't played in all the matches this year. And that one, third middle on this squad. Just behind Bree Kelly and Ryla Jones. Now Tatter on the other side, seeing her minutes. Fairbanks gonna give it to Stafford, just tipping it over the block. Booth from the outside, drop corner shot.
You know, it's just really fun to see that. Doesn't matter what's going on, they just go for it.